Alrighty, a couple videos back, I want to say in my holiday polish lineup and my Hourglass ambient lighting video, I was wearing an eye look. A lot of you guys seem to like it and a few of you guys requested it, so I'm going to try to recreate that today. And I mean try, because I really don't remember exactly what I used. I mean, I know what palette I used. I'll share that with you. It's the Juvias Place Nubian 2 palette. And the colors around that I stayed with is Ya. I can't remember if I used Ya or Nefertiti, one of the two, but we're going to use Ya today. And used in Nairobi, this guy, Jezebel, Morocco, and Madagascar. I think that's one that I use. So you guys get the gist of the color palette that we're using today. I just don't remember exactly what I did, so we're just going to wing it, and hopefully this is helpful for you guys, or at least get an idea of the eye look that I did. I do have my foundation on today already and concealer powder. I will finish up my face on camera here with you guys. There is some fallout on some of the shimmer shades, so just be mindful of that. The first color we're gonna start off with is Madagascar, and I have concealer on my eyes and I set it with powder lightly, not too much. So I'm gonna grab just a blending brush. This one's dirty, I think. And I'm just gonna pop that right into my crease here. Let's pray that this turns out at least somewhat close to what I did that day. And I like blowing it up this way because when I relax my eyes, you can see that my eyes are puffy and slightly hooded, but I have a lot of space between the fold here and my brow. So for me, it works to bring the shadow pretty high up, or at least I like that. I don't need this color to be completely dark. But I do like to build it up a little bit. I'm gonna go straight into Jezebel now. And I'm just picking it up with a blending brush, but it's pinched at the ferrule. In this one, I'm gonna build it up on the outer part of the eye. And I like tapping it in place first, just to build it a little bit. And I also like relaxing my eyes. Relaxing and then kind of raising my brow at the same time so that I can see that the shadow is going to show when my eyes are relaxed. And once I've deposited a lot of that color, I bring it inward. Let me see that there. And I'm just dragging it inward here. And then go back in and just deposit it right in this area so we don't lose the depth. I'm grabbing a clean blending brush and just blending out the edge there. These shadows do blend out, but I feel like you have to spend a little bit of time with them. A little bit of patience. I'm gonna do the other eye off camera and then I'll be right back. I'm then grabbing the NYX pigment primer and I'm gonna put that to the back of my hand. And I'm gonna do one eye at a time because I don't want it to set before I set the or I place the shadow down. So I'm just grabbing it with a synthetic brush here. And this has been helping the shadows not only stick but not crease on me throughout the day. And I just make sure that I apply it all the way up into my crease right here, right at the beginning of the crease area, and drag it out this way. This is a MAC 232, I can't remember. And I'm gonna press it into Ya, and I do tap off because this one does cause fallout. And I'm just going to press it onto my lid here. So you can either do your makeup before your shadow or just be careful and make sure you tap off the excess, as well as just go in and remove the flakiness or the fallout quickly. So I am pressing it all the way up into my crease here, or right before the crease, and bringing it out this way. I'm just so used to doing my eyeshadow or my face makeup first, so I don't mind having to do a little bit of cleanup. I'm just gonna put the NYX primer. Am I in focus? I hope so. Oh gosh. And I'm just gonna do the same thing on this eye here. Try to make sure not to bring it all the way up here. Let me show you guys a close-up. So I try to keep it right in this area, right where it's gonna fold. Do you see that? Because if I bring it any higher, it's gonna be up here, and I don't like in this area, and I don't want that, because I still have to blend in between this shadow and the Jezebel color. So then it's just gonna cause for the shadow to go higher and higher and higher, and I don't want it to be that high. I'm just pressing it all the way in. Oh my god, that was my toe. Alright, I'm gonna go back into Jezebel and just tap it right in this outer area, just to merge the two. And same thing in this area here. And I like to build up that color right in the outer V. And then I'm grabbing just a clean blending brush again. And just blend that out. Just go right at the edge of that. With just the same brush I applied the sticky base, I'm just gonna go over on the corner of Nairobi, this yellow gold one. And this one I'm going to apply right at the center here. I think that's what made the look a little bit different, just because it was a little spotlight. And it looks really, really pretty. And that one I also bring up as high as the orange one. If you continue to layer these or wet them and stuff like that, they start kind of drying and then flaking off. It's very weird. So I try not to put too much of it. I've tried doing the same technique and then this gold one wet, and it just started flaking off, coming off in chunks off of my lid. So I try not to do that anymore. It could be the primer also. I'm not sure. Just like that. And I'm gonna go back in with Ya, which is this guy. And I'm going to drag that under my lash line. This is going under my entire lower lash. We are gonna add a deeper shade on the outer part of it. And before I add the dark shade to the back here, I'm gonna apply this liner. This is from Urban Decay. This is called Voodoo. It's the purple one in their line. These don't last on my waterline, but you know, I have it, so I use it. And on my upper waterline, and more so my lash line, I'm going to apply a black liner. So I have the NARS, what is this called? Via Veneto. Just to the lash line, more than anything. And I'm going to pick up Jezebel, this guy right here. And that one, I'm going to pick it up with a smaller but more dense brush. And just drag it right here. I may have not put the pumpkin one, the orange one, all the way, but whatever. I may have done just this one under the lower lash line. Now that I think about it. So we're just gonna drag it all the way in. And I'm just gonna connect it to the upper area here. just so it wraps around. This may look a little bit more smoky than that eye look. I can't remember for the life of me. I'm gonna go into Morocco now, this guy. And this guy's getting hard pan already on me. If you guys have this palette, let me know if you're experiencing that as well. Because I was kind of surprised that I'm getting hard pan already. So I'm going over Jezebel just slightly. Just so there's like a little bit small gradient. It's not such a hard line. I'm going over it and right under it, just so it blends. And then I'm gonna grab this same shadow, Morocco, same brush, and just slightly add it up here. And I mean gently, add the warmth. I'm gonna go into Jezebel, the little plum one. And just go right in between yaw and Jezebel. Right there, just slightly. Alright, so I put mascara on, I put lashes on. I was wearing lashes on that day, so we're just gonna finish up the eye look really quick here. And I forgot to mention that I had used Zuri, this little guy right here. And I'm going to apply that right underneath my brow bone and my inner corner. And I'm gonna pick it up with a shaping brush from Real Techniques because it's pretty small. And I'm just going to add that right under the arch of my brow. And just drag it down a little bit. And just drag it up in this area here. There's a little gap there. I did drag it in, I think, this way as well. So in this area. For bronzer, I'm going to use the Hourglass. This is the Radiant Bronze Light. This guy right here, because I used it that day, so I might as well stick to the same thing. And just apply this to the hollows of my cheeks. Just gonna use the viewfinder as a mirror here because I have a big mirror down here, but it's kind of dark. Can't see. And for blush, I'm gonna pick up Mocha from NYX. That's the blush I used that day. This little guy right here. Just gonna pick it up with the same brush. I should have picked up something a little bit more like orangey, but whatever. That's what I used that day. For a highlight, I'm gonna pick up this little quad here from Maybelline. I'm gonna get this guy right here. There's a fly that is really driving me nuts here. For lips, I just used a nude liner. This is a natural and it's from the brand Novia, I think. I don't know, it's an ancient liner that I have lying around that I'm trying to work out. It's just a nude. I should have sharpened it. And for the lipstick that day, I used a mixture of this one and then one of their lip creams, but I think it went bad. The day that I applied it, I was like, this doesn't taste very good or it doesn't smell very good. So I threw that one away, but I used this one for sure. This is the Soft Matte Lip Cream in Stockholm. I hope it's this one. There's another one. I think it's called Cons. And that one's not as warm as this one, but I think I may have used this one. I'm gonna pick up a little bit more of Nairobi, which is the yellow gold one, and just apply it right in here. Lightly. Let's do a close-up, shall we? Or close-up. So you guys can see. These lashes are very difficult. They're from Kiss and the band is so flexible. But anyways. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm glad that you guys really enjoyed this eye look, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.